Doing today. Thanks for clicking on this video today. As you see the title, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. But first, if you guys ever need a personal one-on-one reading, I do have some slots available this week. So definitely, you can DM me and or go to the description or my profile and you will see my website, charityamora.com, and you'll be able to book a one-on-one personal reading with me and or a life coaching session with me as well. You'll be able to see the details in regards to that. Okay, so if you've been on this channel and you have been resonating with the readings, definitely, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe on today. Okay, y'all, it is for the free, so definitely subscribe on today, because when you subscribe and like the video and comment down below, even with your favorite emoji, then you are put in the drawing to win a mini personal reading with me. Okay, you guys, so share out the live, thumbs up, and comment down below if this reading resonates with you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. In your reading, your love messages on today, to see exactly what spirit messages is coming for you in regards to your love message. Okay, so spirit, come on in, cover us, shield us, and protect us as I open these portals to channel the messages for the collective. Allow the messages to come in clear, accurately, and true, and on their timeline, so they can resonate, get clarity, guidance, direction, and all the answers and healing that they need on today. Okay, all right, so what do you have for them on today? Okay, so we got two cards that came in. It says pay attention to the red flags here. The signs are cautioning you. And then we got forgetting and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So definitely, perhaps there is someone in your energy or was in your energy in the past, and there were some red signs that you were oblivious to and or in denial about, and therefore, since you ignored those flags from your past ex or from these people or people that are in your energy, therefore you went through a situation that really made you feel a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, perhaps you have broken away from that person and or are still trying to, and that's why you need to forgive and move on, so that you'll be able to learn this lesson, so that you won't be able to go through the same thing that you went through with this last person, with your ex, right? And therefore, spirit is saying, if you don't learn the lesson that you need to learn when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to paying attention to the red flag, and that involves listening to your intuition, therefore you are going to be going through these loops with the same energy, different face, right? But with the same energy with these people until you do. Okay, so spirit wants you to be able to forgive and let go, and so that you can move forward in another reality, in another dimension that you desire here, when it comes to the partner that you truly want to be with the partner that you truly want to meet here. Okay, because when I say that, definitely this next person that you meet and are getting to know at this moment in time, this is going to be your true love. Oh my God, right? This is the romance of a lifetime. So you actually are going to be able to experience true love, but also a romance of a lifetime. And that means that a lot of y'all haven't really experienced that as of yet, and you will. And which is sometimes kind of sad or whatever, but at least you are finally going to be able to meet this person, this true love, this as you can see, these two together, you both are going to have a chemistry and a bond, and really be able to connect even more so than you have ever connected with someone in your past before, which is a good thing. So this is going to happen, for you. And I'm feeling for some of you all, this is going to come up really, really soon. And with the baby angel right here, you definitely have some little babies in the ethers waiting for you to be able to meet your true love, because for the ones who still want kids and can't have it, you definitely will be able to start building a legacy. You will have, you know, a little baby, perhaps a little girl, as we can see in, you know, the cards here. Okay. So greetings everyone that is coming in on the live. I am great. How are you? All right, what else we got here? It says trust here. This situation is calling for you to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the ones who have been waiting because you had barely broke up with your ex and or have dealt with a lot of different type of drama and toxicity when it comes to relationships in your past. Spirit is saying, you know, with this true love coming up, trust that it will happen, you know what I'm saying, and soon for some of you all, but also trust that this situation, you know, is calling for you to have faith. So definitely, not only do you have to trust, because a lot of you all have trust issues, right? Raise your hand in the comments box if you are the one who have trust issues. It's almost like, who doesn't, you know, these days, because of the things that we went through with, you know, prior relationships that just didn't work out, right? So Spirit is saying, you know, trust. And I did have another card. Why did I put it back? I don't know. And maybe because, you know, these two cards are very significant here. It says, love yourself first, okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So that is something that you are learning and or need to learn in regards to loving yourself first and not loving your partner or anybody else, you know, more than, you know what I'm saying, you should, okay? Reconnecting once again, sorry about that. And so you need to learn to love yourself first. Love yourself before, more than your spouse or your partner, more than your kids, more than your friends. You need to learn that. You know what I'm saying? This is very serious. And if you don't, you are going to continue to, you know, go through these situations, you know, in regards to, you know, not seeing the red flags or anything else that, you know, you went through prior, because Spirit is saying you deserve love. Do you actually know that you deserve love? Yes, you do. You deserve love. You deserve the best. You deserve exactly what you want when it comes to a partnership. So, because you are lovable here, you know what I'm saying? And so once you are able to first and foremost love yourself first, express that love, give a lot of care towards yourself, then, you know what I'm saying, you definitely, with this true love that is coming up for you really soon, they are going to show you and express their love. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a romantic partner, you know what I'm saying, where you both are going to be feeling romantic feelings towards each other. It says go ahead and make the romantic gestures. So to go ahead and make the romantic gestures, because you both are feeling, you know, the same feelings. The feelings are mutual here, you know what I'm saying? For the ones who are wondering if, you know, the person that you're dealing with and or just met, you know, have those same feelings, and Spirit is saying yes, you know, they definitely do have the same feelings, you know, as you. The feelings is mutual, okay? All right, Spirit, what else do they need to know about this true love, this new love that is entering into their life or their partnership at this moment in time? Show us. Give me a couple cards here. Got one. Give me another one. All right, gratitude. So we got finances and career here. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So a lot of y'all that may be already in partnership at this moment in time is working on your finances and your career so that you could build up your finances and your household and your family dynamic, and or you're just not only, you know, focusing on your relationship and or meeting this new love, this true love here, but you definitely, first and foremost, for some of you all, you are going to be really figuring out in regards to what your career move is going to be next, you know what I'm saying, in regards to building up your finances, you know. So some of you all are going to be focusing on that first, and or that is going to come first before this true love, this new love that will be coming into your energy really soon. So definitely, take whatever resonate, leave what doesn't. And confirmation, not only this is a true love, but also this is a new love for most of you all, you know what I'm saying, that is coming up into your life. A lot of y'all already have, released this ex, you know what I'm saying, and or are going to, and you're going to meet this new person, this new love. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So a lot of y'all are going to be dating and or juggling and, really getting to know this new person here that is going to be coming up, in your energy really soon if you haven't already met them. You know what I'm saying? And this person is going to be your soulmate and or the person that you just met and dealing with that is, going really great at this moment in time. It says, yes, this is your soulmate. Okay. So you definitely will be connecting with your soulmate when it comes to this true love and or new love here. And you definitely are going to be spending a lot more time together and stuff, going on vacations, staycations, and something about a boat in a different country, or something about a large body of water that you will be going to, a lake or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is going to be great. And a lot of y'all are going to be in relationships and are already in relationships. And it says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So a lot of y'all that have been going through unrequited love in your relationship, Spirit is saying, you are going to give this relationship a chance, and or you should give this relationship a chance, because it definitely is your soulmate, and you definitely will be able to, work it out, for some of you all. And with the reconciliation card, a lot of y'all perhaps are in separation and or will be in separation, but don't worry, because you will be reconciling with this person once you all both in your separate moments figure it out and work within yourself, so that you could be able to come back together and work together and work out this partnership. Okay. So even someone from your past is returning to your life, even if you may not be in this relationship with them at this moment in time as well. Okay. All right. What else do they need to know here, Spirit? What are some other love messages for my collective here? Okay. All right. So hopefully you all are resonating with it. If so, definitely give it a thumbs up, share the live out, and or if you want on replay, share it out and give it a thumbs up. It says, flirt, extend your lighthearted energy toward each other. So this true love, this new love that you will meet, definitely you are going to connect on so many different type of levels, mentally, spiritually, and you just are going to be able to have this chemistry where you both are going to have a lighthearted, childlike, you know what I'm saying, energy towards each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the ones who are going to be meeting up again with this past person and or reconcile, with your person. You know what I'm saying? And it seems as though you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation when it comes to this past person, and or be able to finally meet this new love, this true love. And you both are going to connect, like I said, on so many different type of levels, multi-level, Spirit is saying. And you both are going to feel comfortable with each other enough to honestly discuss your feelings, with each other. So that's the type of connection that you want, and that's the type of connection that you will get here, Spirit is saying. Okay. So we're going to get a few more cards from this deck, and then we're going to go into some other decks. Okay. All right, Spirit, what are other love messages here? What are other love messages for the collective here? Show us. Give me a few cards here. Give me one more. Alrighty. So it says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Now is the time. This time is the right time, divine timing for you to be able to get out the relationship that you're in, and or just release the past, release the ex, you know what I'm saying, the circumstances and the situations that you've been through, because this is definitely keeping you stagnated and keeping you from moving forward, okay? So you need to release your ex, release, you know, the negative energy, you know what I'm saying, forgive yourself and the person, and start to heal so you can move forward and hurry up to be able to meet this new love, this true love that is going to be entering into your life, and or to prepare to reconcile with the person that you were with and or still with at this moment in time, okay? Because a lot of you all need to release this codependency when it comes to relationships, when it comes to drugs, food, sex, or anything else that you are codependent on. Because when it comes to relationships, we're not supposed to be codependent, but we're supposed to be interdependent, being able to keep our identity and who we are and what we're doing, but still be able to connect and be in, you know what I'm saying, a solid, harmonious, you know, respectful type of relationship, okay? Because Spirit is saying addictions are affecting your romantic life. So get rid of that, and the Spirit is saying you will be able to fix, you know, your relationship, even your current relationship. Spirit is saying, you know what I'm saying? So once you do that, you definitely will reconcile with your past person, or with the person that is still in your energy, or the one that you're still dealing with, okay? Because Spirit said it is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to love. You know, you have to believe that. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And a lot of y'all have your heart chakra blocked because you have what Spirit is saying in regards to, you know, you having trust issues here. That you need to work on and cleanse your heart and your energy and forgive, so that you will be able to move forward and not be stagnated when it comes to reconciling with your person, your past person, and or walking into this new love, this true love relationship that Spirit have for you, okay? Because it's the highest energy, one of the highest energy of all. And when you are walking in faith and trust, then therefore you will be able to conquer anything that is not of that, okay? All right, so hopefully you all resonate with that. If so, give me a thumbs up. Go to the right hand corner, 3 dotted lines, and give me a thumbs up. Share out the video and let me know if you resonate with it. Because a lot of y'all need to free yourself in a lot of different type of ways in regards to what we were talking about, releasing the past, releasing your ex, releasing the low vibrational energies. And, you know, it says it's time to take back control of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are so codependent, as we can see, and so many different things when it comes to relationships or anything else that you know that you're addictive to. So definitely Spirit wants you to release and free yourself from that, you know, so that you'll be able to feel lighthearted, have this playful, flirtatious type of energy when, you know, this new love comes into your life, and or your person that you want to reconcile comes back into your energy, okay? It says to recapture romance. I'm gonna turn on the air conditioning in here. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You know what I'm saying? It's no fun when you're in this low vibrational, depressed, negative type of energy. Who wants to be around that? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to attract this new love, this true love, the one, your soulmate, as we can see in this reading. You're not going to be able to do that. So definitely take the time out to see exactly what you need to release, the things that you need to work on, you know, the things that you need to let go at this time, so that you'll be able to attract this new love. Okay, and or work on this reconciliation with your partner and or your past person. All right, give me a last card here from this deck, and then we're going to move on to another one. It says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So definitely, you know, your past does influence your current relationship. So keep in mind in regards to that, if anything is keeping you behind when it comes to your beliefs as well. You know, not that relationships are perfect, and or not that, you know, your religion or spiritual path is going to affect it in a negative way, but definitely, you know, be aware of that as well, okay? Just in case. Alrighty. All right, so we're going to get the Angels Answers deck here and see what else that your spirit, your guides, your angels want to tell you at this moment in time, okay? So hopefully you all are enjoying the reading so far. If so, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments box below. And if you ever need a personal one-on-one reading with me, check in the description box or my profile, or go to Charity Amora at charityamora.com, okay? And you can also book a life coaching session there if you need a little bit more help, guidance, and accountability. All right, because as I say that, it says helpful people. So you definitely not only have help when it comes to the spiritual realm in regards to your ancestors, your guides, your angels, you know, there's a lot of them around you, but definitely, you know, you will seek help in or get help from your family or friends when it comes to your partnership. And for those who are married and separated at this moment in time, perhaps you're taking time out to heal and or go to counseling, and or perhaps you will, but definitely, you know, you will have the help that you need no matter what the, you know, situation is in your life at this moment in time as well, okay? Because your guides, your angels, spirit would never leave you nor forsake you at all whatsoever, okay? All right, what else? It says meditation brings answers. So a lot of y'all have been, you know, seeking out for help, you know, to God, to your spiritual team, ancestors, or whatever you pray to. And they definitely have been listening and hearing you. And that's why they're leading you and guiding you, especially when it comes to this soulmate, you know, not only for you to reconcile with the person from your past or the person that you're dealing with or instilling your energy, but also for this new love, this true love, this soulmate that is coming up as well. So they definitely, you know, do hear you, and they will continue to help you, lead you, and guide you. So you should always be in or stay, you know, connected, because they're bringing you a peaceful, you know, resolution. So definitely you will reconcile, and or things will work out. You know, so for some of you all that has been waiting for this new love, your soulmate, definitely they will show up, especially with you, you know, working within yourself, releasing the things that no longer serve you and the negativity and your past ex and things as such. You know, with the yes card being in here, Spirit is saying, yes, you will meet this new love, this soulmate. Yes, you will reconcile. Yes, things will be, you will have a peaceful resolution. Yes, things are going to work out. Yes, 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 okay? Which is a good, you know, and positive thing here, okay? When you are ready, though, when you are ready, and when Spirit says when you are ready, we're talking about what we have already went over in your reading in regards to forgiving, you know what I'm saying, and learning the lessons that you need to learn in order to move forward ahead, especially when it comes to this relationship, working out and reconciling in or meeting this new love, this true love, this soulmate that you will be, you know, meeting really soon, you know. So what happened also depending on when and if you are ready as well, okay? So with the compromise being in here, and I'm seeing the scales, definitely things will, you know, work out. It will balance out for you. You will have justice and be able to get what you want when it comes to this relationship. You know, some of y'all need to learn how to compromise and or not to compromise as much, and making sure that when you're giving in a relationship that is also being reciprocated as well, because a lot of y'all, you know, are in relationships and you're not being treated right, but your partner is not reciprocating in the way that they should, you know. And that's why a lot of y'all have had unrequited love, and a lot of y'all are in separation, you know, at this moment in time as well, okay? All right, give me a few more cards here. Gratitude. So it says, if you believe, and because you believe, and because these are your intentions to work out your relationship and forgive and move on and reconcile, because you are searching for your soulmate, this true love here, you definitely, will get it. You know what I'm saying? Because your intentions, yes, because your intentions is very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Your choice very powerful, because you do have the power of choice. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever think that you don't ever say that you don't, because every second of the day you have choices. So therefore Spirit is saying use it and ask your angels at all times. You know what I'm saying? Stay connected to your angels, your guides, your ancestors, and always ask for answers, for direction, because they are there at all times around you, helping you, keeping you, leading you, and guiding you and protecting you at all times. Okay. All right, great. So greetings, everyone. Hopefully everybody is having a good day. Hopefully you are resonating with the reading. If so, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and share out the video in our live, depending if you are live or are on the replay, I want to say. All right, Spirit. So what are some last messages? What are some last messages that they need to hear at this moment in time, Spirit? All right. You got the Governor of Pentacles here. You got the Justice card here. We got Tetron here as well. And I guess I should be putting this over here since I got all my cards over here. We got Yehuda Oath. We got the Judgment card here. Yes, oh my God. We got the Emperor, and we got the Two of Cups. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, a lot of y'all are in a relationship or will reconcile a relationship where a person is going to come back from your past. And, this person is going to be in their Emperor energy this time, you know what I'm saying? Learning a lot of lessons, or this may be you. And they are going to be more mature and things as such, you know what I'm saying? They are going to be a little bit more stable also with the Governor, of Pentacles, where you are going to feel safe and secure. They may have a authority type of position here. There may be a father figure. You both may have kids in regards to a son and or a daughter and or will once you get into this, partnership. But, you both had to be in separation and or you had to wait for a long time because, in your past, situation, things needed to balance itself. Things needed to work out in a way that it needed to, whether it was a court case or legal aspects or documents that you had to deal with or whatever. Those things needed to be worked out, and any injustice that have happened in your past, especially when it comes to your ex, in any type of way, shape, or form, you are going to win. Things are going to balance out. You will get exactly what you want, with the Justice card being in here. And, with the Judgment card being in here as well, and with the Tetron being in here, definitely, I'm saying Tetron is the destroyer. So you are heavily protected by your guides, your angels, your ancestors, at all times. And when it comes to this person that you will meet and or you are the protector, and you will feel safe and protected and secure financially, emotionally, when it comes to this soulmate, when it comes to this new life. And last but not least, Yehuda's Oath. We're going to go ahead and read that. We owe it to ourselves to be healed, complete, made whole. I promise myself any and everything that helps and best suits me, I will apply to my life. I will dedicate myself to healing, to happiness, to self-fulfillment, to love, and to understanding. Understanding of self and of others, I will no longer disregard myself or my feelings. It is my birthright to not be abused, to not be misused, and to live the life that I say that I can have. And anything is not conducive to that shall leave my life. It is my oath to self. And that's why a lot of y'all have left your ex, your past, relationships and situations because it wasn't conducive to you. You know what I'm saying? And you were able to communicate that with your spouse, your ex, the person that you're in separated at this moment in time. And that's why, a lot of your relationships is going to work out with the reconciliation card being in here. And that's why a lot of y'all are finally ready and will be ready for this new love, this true love, this soulmate that will be entering into your life. You know what I'm saying? So if you accept and receive that, definitely let me know in the comments box below. This is your reading. Hopefully you resonated with it. If so, let me know in the comments box below. I do, check every messages and respond. Definitely, if you ever want a personal reading, I have slots this week. You can see in the description box at my website at charityamora.com, and or book a life coaching session if you need a little bit more guidance, directions, help with things and being accountable towards your goals. You'll definitely also see that on my website as well. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to DM me, okay? So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, share out this video, and yeah, click on that all bell so that every time that I come live or post on the community tab, you are notified, all right, y'all? So I hope and wish that you have and continue to have a beautiful, blessed day, all right? I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.